Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Redline Top 5. This week, Chevrolet has dropped off another version of the very critically acclaimed 6th generation Camaro. This is a 2017 Camaro RS equipped with the base 2-liter turbocharged engine. So in this video, I'm going to go over my top 5 likes and top 5 dislikes, so let's get started. To start things off, let's talk about the top 5 things that I like about the 2017 Camaro RS. And number 5 is going to go to actually the base motor. For a 2-liter turbocharged engine, it makes 275 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque, which is actually more torque than the mid-level V6 option, and it moves the Camaro out well. Now, there isn't too much test data on this car, but the new Camaro is about 200 pounds lighter versus the previous 5th generation, and I was pleasantly surprised when I put my foot down. This is one pretty quick car that should satisfy most drivers, especially if you're just looking for the exterior looks of this car. Number 4 is going to go to the really comfortable front seats. Now, my tester is a 2LT. It has the upgraded leather buckets. They are extremely comfortable on long drives, and the interior of this car, because it's the higher trim, is filled with high quality materials. There's real aluminum trim, lots of nice leather stitching, and compared to the previous generation Camaro, this is just a serious big step above the old model. Number 3 is going to go to the gorgeous 20-inch wheels on my tester when you equip it with the RS package. Now, the 20-inch wheels are a classic 5-spoke design. They have like a gray painted pocket effect to them, and they fill out the wheel wells nicely. This is one seriously stunning car in person, especially with this red hot exterior. You're definitely going to be turning a lot of heads when people see you rolling down the road in this car. Number 2 is going to go to the stunning exterior design. Now, even though this car was all new last year, I think it's aged really well. I think it still turns a lot of heads on the road, especially when you compare it to all the Mustangs and Challengers that you see on the road. The Camaro definitely, I felt, still attracted the most attention out of the 3 muscle cars that I've driven. Last but not least, my number 1 favorite feature about the Camaro is it's still the best handling of all the muscle cars. Now, that's the thing with the Camaro. It's basically evolved into a sports car, especially when Chevrolet moved it to the Alpha platform. This is the award-winning chassis that underpins this ATS and the CTS, and when you pair it with this lighter 4-cylinder up front, you really feel the lightweight of this car. It handles well, it rides well, the steering is amazingly capable, precise, and direct, and those of you who think this is just one big, fat, heavy muscle car, you're really going to be shocked the first time you take a drive in the 2017 Camaro. Because no car is perfect, let's talk about the top 5 things that I dislike about the 2017 Camaro RS. And number 5 is going to go to the fact that once you drive the V8, if you guys remember, I had an SS last year and I fell in love with that. Once you have the V8, you gotta go with the 8 cylinders. Even though the Turbo 4 and the V6 should be quick enough, if you're an enthusiast and you want a Camaro, the V8 is really the only way to go, especially when you hear the noise that thing makes when you guys get the optional performance exhaust. Number 4 is going to go to the fact that this car can get pretty damn expensive when you fully equipped it. My tester, equipped with lots of options on it, not even fully loaded, is sticker for over $37,000, which is certainly sticker shock. That used to be a time where you could get a V8 model, and now I'm paying almost 40 grand for a 4-cylinder turbo. A lot of you who have not been shopping for a new car, let alone a muscle car, you're going to be in for some sticker shock with this thing. Number 3 is going to go to the fact that the rear seat and the trunk in this car are completely useless. Mostly the rear seat, you're going to be putting packages and stuff back there because you really are only going to put people back there who have no legs or people you don't like. And the trunk is also pretty small, only like 9.1 cubic feet of space with a tiny opening. You're going to basically pay for the show car looks of this car in terms of the functionality of the interior. Number 2 is going to go to the fact that the visibility still sucks in this car. I literally cannot see shit whenever I'm driving this thing. The exterior design, again, is playing into effect here. You have this tiny windshield, really small side mirrors, really small actual windows on the sides, and those of you who aren't comfortable driving a car where you can't see too well out of, or aren't comfortable in general, you're going to want to take a look at the Camaro's competitors. My number 1 dislike about the 2017 Camaro is actually going to go to that 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder. Even though it makes good power, it moves out this Camaro pretty well, it sounds terrible if I'm being honest. There's a reason why Chevrolet doesn't offer a performance exhaust option on this particular engine, because when you start pushing it, it makes really unpleasant 4-cylinder noises, which is a huge disappointment to me. I think Chevrolet should have made this engine sound a lot better. It's really kind of a no-brainer for me to at least go for the 6-cylinder, which is like a $2,000 option, or the V8 if you guys can swing the cost. That does it for my Redline top 5 on the 2017 Camaro RS 2.0T. Keep in mind, I will be doing a full Redline review on this car, so keep checking back in the next couple days for that video to go live. But if you're looking to see the latest cars I'm testing, make sure you follow me on Instagram at redline_reviews, like us on Facebook, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the Redline Reviews YouTube channel for all the latest reviews. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you all in the next video.